Family health insurance covers more than one person under a shared plan, but the details are not always simple. A parent, spouse, child, or dependent may all be on the same policy with connected costs and rules. The plan should be judged by the household's real medical needs. Family health insurance covers more than one person, so one plan has to handle different ages, risks, doctors, and medications. Family premiums are usually higher than individual premiums because more people are insured. The monthly premium is the amount paid to keep coverage active. The cheapest monthly option may not be cheapest over the full year. A child's pediatric visits, a parent's specialist appointment, and another adult's prescriptions may all affect plan value. A family deductible can work differently from an individual deductible. In everyday life, some plans have embedded deductibles for each person, while others require the family amount to be met first. This detail changes when insurance begins paying more. Family deductibles can work differently from individual deductibles inside the same plan. The out-of-pocket maximum is a key protection. Families with medical uncertainty should study this number closely. It limits how much the family pays for covered in-network care during the plan year, after which the insurer pays more fully. Premiums are only the starting point. Out-of-pocket maximums can matter more during a serious year. Doctor visits, urgent care, prescriptions, labs, and specialist visits may each have different cost rules. Small charges can add up across several family members. Copays and coinsurance still matter after the plan begins covering care. Network fit becomes harder when every family member uses different doctors or clinics. Networks are especially important for families. One plan may include the pediatrician but exclude a parent specialist or preferred hospital. That is why every regular provider should be checked, not just one. Family coverage must account for routine checkups, prescriptions, accidents, and specialist needs across more than one person. Medication lists deserve the same attention as doctor networks. Prescription needs can make or break a plan. A child's inhaler, a parent's diabetes medication, or a recurring therapy drug may have different tiers and approvals. A plan that looks fine for one adult may be weak for a household with recurring medical needs. Children may need different care patterns than adults. Vaccines, pediatric visits, urgent care, dental needs, and school forms can create frequent interactions with the health system. Convenience matters when care is routine. One child with recurring care can change which plan makes sense for the whole household. Pregnancy care, delivery hospital, pediatrician choice, and adding the baby to the plan all involve deadlines and rules. Maternity coverage and newborn enrollment need planning. Waiting until the birth can create avoidable stress. Families should compare regular care, emergency risk, prescriptions, and expected procedures before choosing. Emergency coverage should be understood before travel or school trips. Know what counts as emergency care and what happens afterward. A family vacation or child away at college may involve care outside the usual area. The goal is not a perfect prediction. It is avoiding a plan that fails the family's most likely needs. A high-deductible plan may work for some families but strain others. Families with low expected medical use may accept higher risk for lower premiums, while families with regular care may prefer richer coverage. The decision depends on cash flow and predictability. The family out-of-pocket maximum can protect against a very expensive year. An HSA can help pay qualified medical expenses with tax advantages in some systems. The account is useful only if the family can fund it. Health savings accounts can pair with eligible high-deductible plans. A family plan works best when routine visits and worst-case costs are both understandable. Marketplace subsidies or employer contributions can change affordability. A plan that looks expensive before assistance may become realistic after subsidies, or a workplace plan may be cheaper because the employer pays part. The source of coverage matters. Individual deductibles inside family plans can create confusion if the household does not read the structure. Insurance rules and family agreements should match. Which parent covers the child, who pays premiums, and how out-of-pocket costs are shared may need clear agreements. Divorce, custody, and blended families can complicate coverage. Network choice matters because each family member may depend on different doctors. Young adults may stay on a parent's plan up to a certain age depending on the system. The family should still check network access where the young adult lives. That can help during college, early work, or job transitions. Premium savings can disappear if the plan performs poorly for the person who uses care most often. Ask what happens after a broken arm, recurring therapy, a specialist visit, a planned surgery, and monthly medication refills. The family plan should be tested with real scenarios. Those examples reveal the plan better than the summary page alone. Family coverage must account for routine checkups, prescriptions, accidents, and specialist needs across more than one person. Customer service and claims handling matter when several people use the plan. More members can mean more bills, authorizations, explanations of benefits, and possible errors. A plan that is hard to manage can create hidden stress. A useful comparison includes the healthiest person and the person most likely to need care. Fit matters more than the label. The best family plan is not always the one with the lowest premium or richest benefits. It is the plan that balances monthly cost, likely care, provider access, medication needs, and worst-case protection. One child with recurring care can change which plan makes sense for the whole household. Before choosing, build a simple household health list. Write down regular doctors, medications, expected visits, upcoming procedures, and emergency concerns. That list turns plan comparison into a practical decision. Family insurance is strongest when it protects both ordinary appointments and serious surprises. The right plan protects the household without ignoring everyday affordability. Family health insurance is really a shared risk plan for the people under one roof or one policy. A careful comparison now can prevent expensive confusion when someone actually needs care. The family out-of-pocket maximum can protect against a very expensive year. Individual deductibles inside family plans can create confusion if the household does not read the structure. Network choice matters because each family member may depend on different doctors. Premium savings can disappear if the plan performs poorly for the person who uses care most often. A useful comparison includes the healthiest person and the person most likely to need care. A family plan should be tested against the people who will actually use it. One parent may need prescriptions, one child may need recurring visits, and another family member may rarely see a doctor. The right plan balances those different needs instead of assuming the whole household behaves like one average person. A family also needs to think about timing. A plan chosen during enrollment may be tested months later by a broken arm, a new prescription, or a specialist referral. The best plan is not the one that looks neat on one page. It is the one that still makes sense when the household actually uses care. Parents should also check how the plan treats urgent care, emergency rooms, mental health, and pediatric specialists. A low premium can feel attractive until the family discovers that common clinics are not covered well. The plan should make ordinary care manageable and still protect the household during an expensive month.